Hi there, I'm Rachel, and this is the I'm Bringing Healthy Back podcast. Today, we're talking about vegetables and the fact that you don't need to put them in every single dish. So, if you're new here, I have a history with disordered eating from very restrictive to binge eating, and up until the last about maybe 2 years ago, I always wanted to healthify things, put chia seeds in this, put spinach in that, put oats in this, put peas in that, whatever it was, just trying to sneak in a little nutrition wherever I could. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's great. But I was starting to not really enjoy food as much as I had hoped, especially because I was at the point where I was doing really well after a decade of struggling with my relationship with food. And I'm like, this can't be it. This can't be it. And something that I realized is I don't need to be putting spinach in my dishes. I'd have spaghetti and meatballs and I'd put a handful of spinach in and just let that wilt. And whatever I was eating, it was, can I put a little bit in here and a little bit in there? And that's fine, but with the spaghetti and meatballs example, it kind of, I don't know, I don't love spinach. I like a little bit of spinach in a lot of different things, but it was getting to the point where it was changing the flavor of the dish, and I just really wasn't enjoying it. And I'm not reinventing the wheel. This is not a mind-blowing revelation. But I realized that I didn't need to be putting the vegetable in my main dish. It could just be a little bowl of peas on the side. And these are just examples. But if you're someone who has a history with disordered eating, is struggling with their relationship with food, whatever it may be, you should not feel bad about eating plain spaghetti and meatballs, eating pizza without vegetables on it. Now, if you enjoy that, I love me a garbage pizza, sausage, green pepper, and onion. Love that. But if I just want a pepperoni pizza, I don't need to feel bad about it and order, hey, can you put some spinach on there too? I can just enjoy the slice of pizza. I can just enjoy the spaghetti and meatballs. I can just enjoy the mac and cheese and have my vegetable on the side. There's nothing wrong with that. And here's the thing. Now that I'm talking about it, it seems kind of wild that I was like, no, it needs to go in the dish because I don't want to have a vegetable on the side. But today, as an example, my main lunch that I took to work was buttered rice with chicken. And that is a very beige food. Plain rice, rotisserie chicken, butter, and there was salt in the rice. And if that were just my main meal, I'm kind of at the point in my life where I was like, that's fine because I know I eat fruits and veggies scattered all throughout my day too. But then I had a little container of peas that I just warmed up, and it was all fine and dandy. I didn't have to put the peas in with the chicken and rice. And how wild does that sound? Yeah, of course, Rachel, that's common sense. You don't have to put it in there. You can just eat it on the side. But it's almost like I need to see that I'm eating vegetables with my meal instead of allowing it to be its own separate entity. And so this is just a reminder. If you're having a smoothie for breakfast, you don't have to put the kale. You don't have to put the spinach in the smoothie. You can just have your fruit smoothie and have your vegetables at lunchtime, at dinner time, with a snack, whatever. It doesn't have to be in every single bite that you eat. You know it's good for you. You're also allowed to enjoy the things that you enjoy, and there doesn't have to be a speck of green here, a speck of green there, with your little spinach or your kale, whatever you're eating. It's okay to enjoy things as they're meant to be. For example, mac and cheese. a chocolate chip cookie. The chocolate chip cookie doesn't have to have been made with whole wheat flour. Your smoothie. Whatever the example is that's coming to your mind, that. I realize this podcast is not for everyone, so if you've made it this far, thank you. But you're allowed to just enjoy foods as they are and involve your fruits and veggies throughout the rest of your day. I think eating a good mix of fruits and veggies throughout your day is very important. And you're allowed to eat a meal without them. So that may be a challenge for you, but I am here challenging you to, if you go out to lunch or someone orders pizza and there's no veggies involved, I challenge you to just eat what's there and not feel guilty about it. You're allowed to eat that. And you don't have to overdo it with just having a huge salad later. You don't have to make up for it. You can enjoy life and enjoy food. You can enjoy food that just makes your mind and your taste buds happy, while also prioritizing really nutrient-dense foods, whole foods. So, if you're willing to accept my challenge, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are listening on podcast, I would love it if you would follow the podcast. Go ahead and subscribe for more podcasts on YouTube. And thank you so much for being here today.